It all started with the chase that began here at the Agana Shopping Center when Police Chief Paul Suba, in his unmarked pickup, saw a vehicle tear away from the parking lot. The chief chased after it. No lights, no sirens on his pickup. The two vehicles bumped each other more than once during the high-speed pursuit when, according to the chief's own account, the suspect's car reached a speed of 100 miles an hour. It ended in Pago Bay, the chief apprehending the passenger. The driver got away. The two suspects seen here later came forward to file an assault complaint against the police chief. The night of the chase, Chief Suba brought one of the suspects here to the Agana precinct and turned him over for processing. But the suspect was never booked. There was no record of any arrest ever being made. Later that week, the two suspects themselves came here to file a complaint against the chief. But that complaint was never found either. Neither of them were arrested. Why not?
And that's the thing that right now is being investigated internally. And that's the thing that also, because of the controversy.
You're trying to find out why officers of the Agana precinct didn't book these two guys?
Yes. And I was, like I said, surprised at that.
Instead, the two individuals, the two suspects, filed a complaint against the chief?
Yes.
And the officers of the Agana precinct took that complaint?
Yes, I think they did, yes. And that's why I'm saying.
There's no record of it.
Well, I don't have that. I don't know what was generated. And then now they're telling me that the report is completed. And from my understanding, it's at the Attorney General's office. Because we don't want it to, the chief doesn't want it to be handled within our department because, again, the accusation is going to be that you can't clean up your mess. This week, the chief implemented some personnel changes at the Agana precinct, which include the appointment of Captain Mark Charfuras as district commander and the appointment of two new sergeants, as well as other personnel changes here. GPD documents show that a memo about those changes was issued back on January 4th, well before the police chase and current controversy. The changes were originally scheduled to take effect in February, but they were implemented early to make up for a manpower shortage here at the precinct, caused in part by the absence of three key personnel. Captain C.N. Castro, Officer Aida Pierce, and Sergeant Ken Castro were all placed on administrative leave in the wake of the chase controversy. The question is, were those officers punished for doing it? No, they weren't punished, and that's why they're placed on administrative leave, basically because of the fact that there is something now that the Internal Affairs is looking into. And it's not the word punishment. They're just placed on administrative leave until this matter can be settled.
For now, Police Chief Paul Suba has said all he's going to say publicly about his controversial high-speed chase. GPD Attorney James Mitchell has advised the chief to say no more. But the chief did issue a memorandum today which includes 7 resolutions to, in the words of the memorandum, mitigate and stabilize several critical areas within the Guam Police Department. Point 1, criminal allegations against officers will go to the Attorney General. Internal Affairs will investigate administrative violations. And all information and investigations alleging the Chief of Police's involvement shall be coordinated through GPD Attorney James Mitchell. Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.